This will bring us all together, by the way, as a group. It's about 9/11. Every article since the attack, when it's been about the monuments or the building they're building or how things were going to be on time, they did something in every article that drove me crazy. 3 paragraphs in, they would recap what happened on 9/11. So you'd be 3 paragraphs into an article, and it would say in 2001, Al-Qaeda operatives flew planes into the buildings, killing. And I was always reading that going, well, who is that for? Like, who was reading that article? They must have been terribly confused for 3 paragraphs. Why are they building a monument in New York for what? Like, what editor walked in and was like, Stephen, I love your work. You know that, right? I love everything you do. You know that, right? I love your work. That's why you're here. That's why you work here. I love everything we do together. What's that? Yeah, I'll get the door. This one too? Sure. Yep. Just for the people not enjoying the show. What would he keep up there? Stephen, I read your article. Here's what I'm thinking, though. 3 paragraphs in, we just do a little recap of what happened on 9/11, just to jog people's memory about that day. Daniel, I don't think we need that. Like, I think most people remember 9/11. Stephen, I don't want to pull rank here. But I am the editor, and we are going with the recap. Daniel, you know we were both up for that job. And if I hadn't had that health scare that kept me out of the office for 6 long months, maybe I'd be the one calling the shots on this whole 9/11 story. Stephen, you need to let that go. I'm sorry, I'm the editor. And we are going with the recap. Daniel, this is bullshit! Steven! You will not speak to me that way! I want you to gather your things and take the rest of the day off. And he did. He wandered around for a while. He didn't want to go home. He was too upset. Stopped into his local pub. Can I get a scotch on the rocks? They gave it to him straight. He didn't say anything. Crazy Russell was at the bar, but he always is. They got into a pretty heated argument about why ghosts wear clothing. Like, does it go with you when you die, or are there stores in heaven? Are you stuck wearing the clothes you die in for eternity? Like, what if you're driving a car and you spill pizza on your shirt? Do you have to walk around for eternity going, fuck, I know? What if you come across an 1800 soldier? Can you say, hey, do you want to swap? These are khakis. That's a history joke, I know. They never solved it. There was some kids at the back watching the Blue Jay game. Jays were up 6-2. Kids were yelling bunt. Finished his scotch, warmed his stomach as he headed out into the autumn night. He'd forgotten his coat at work. He finally made it home and his wife was waiting for him on the stairs. She was so upset. "Where have you been?" "I got into a fight at work." "Was it about the editor job?" "No, not this time. This time it was about 9/11. And she was like, "9/what?" All right. So now I'd like to do for you what I did at my high school variety show. Thank you. This is what I did at my high school variety show. Thank you very much. It's been so long. It's just, okay. It's so embarrassing. Okay, you can do it. It's gotta remember. Okay. What? Yeah. Well? I wasn't in the show. I walked into a convenience store. Kind of convenience store you walk into and you're like, I should not be in this convenience store. It is a terrifying convenience store. But I will, I'm Canadian, so I'll buy some gum and then I will go. So I walked up to the cash. There was a woman there. She needed her scratch tickets. And as she was backing up her vehicle, I stepped to the side. And that's when I saw it. There was a rack of fancy hats. There was an entire rack from top to bottom of fancy hats. The chocolate bars weren't stocked. There was 1 or 2 magazines on the magazine rack, but there it was, an entire rack of fancy hats. What was its purpose? Why was it there? Was it something like, hey, Cheryl, how were sales tonight? Well, they weren't that great, Brian. They weren't that great at all. I'm almost afraid to ask. Did we happen to sell any of our fancy hats? No, Brian. We didn't sell any of our fancy hats. God damn it! Brian, maybe it's time that we give up on trying to sell the fancy hats. Cheryl, what's the #1 rule I've told you about selling fancy hats? You said it's consistency, Brian. You said it's consistency. That's right. Maybe one night someone walks in here
They are not in need of a fancy hat. But they see Iraq, and 6 months down the road, in the middle of the night, when they're all of a sudden in dire need of a fancy hat, they will remember Brian's convenience. They will remember my rack of immaculate fancy hats. Just then, a face they haven't seen in years burst into the store. Hey, I know, I'm not supposed to be here. What the hell are you doing here? Please, Brian, hear me out. It's your daughter, my wife. She's dying. She's not going to make it through the night. I've dressed her up in her finest. But all I need is one of your fancy hats. How dare you? After all you've done to this family, you think I'm gonna send you one of my fancy hats? I do not think so, sir. I do not think so. I do not think so, sir. I do not think so. I do not think so, sir. I do not think so. Brian! What are you gonna do, Brian?
Please, Brian. Just one hand.
I need some air. I need some air. Oh, Brian. What are these fancy hats doing to you, Brian? What are they doing to you? An old abandoned factory.
Shh. Shut the fuck up.
I need to go back. I need to go back! I've decided. No, I will not sell you one of my fancy hats. I knew that'd be your answer, Brian. I knew it all along. If you're not gonna sell me one of your fancy hats, I'm gonna have to take it. No, Cheryl! What? It didn't have to be this way, Brian. It didn't have to be this way. I think I'm gonna make it. Ah, 2 guns. Jill, take my hand. I'm so cold, Jill. I'm so cold. I want to apologize to you for my business decision. Just sell the fancy hats. No.
What have you done? What have you done?
So,
So it's either that or they just had like a box of hats in the back. It's one of those two things.
I just moved. People hate moving. I didn't find it stressful. I really enjoyed it. A couple of guys came around. Big guys, proper blokes, big units, moving men, movers. These guys could really move. I swear to God, they took a shine to me. They liked me. They respected me. They kept calling me Chief. I said, how are you, Chief? I said, me, Chief? I'm a very low status person. Boo! I'm a nasty, nasty cockroach. I'm a fanook. I'm a Hollywood Finocchio. These are big guys. They were carrying big stuff down the stairs. The fridge, the couch, a box full of 1,400 Bratz dolls. I was helping out, carrying my smaller items, the pedestal fan, my receipts. 3 at a time, bend at your knees. These guys came over, they started squeezing my arms. Look at the muscles on you! I said, stop it, I was giggling. I didn't grow up with brothers. I've got them now. You might not want to mess with us that much. They loaded everything into the back of the moving van. I didn't know much about this moving van. Forgive me, but I never looked into them. I didn't know much about these moving vans at the time. So I gave these guys my new address. And I don't have a car, I don't have wheels, so I said, I'll meet you there. I'll get an Uber. The guy says, an Uber? Yeah, I suppose you could get an Uber. Or you could always ride up front in the van with us. Pick up my jaw from the ground, yes please. Riding up front with my guys, where do I sign? These moving vans, they got a seat between the fellas, this is a stupid fucking crowd. There's a seat between the guys. Are you listening? It's for emergencies. There's a little seat. It's a whisper. It's for a guy. It's for a guy like me. I was crammed in there. I was squished in there. Ooh, they were sweating. I liked it. I still haven't washed my shoulders. I've been licking the build-up of salty brine. We stopped at a servo. I said, I'll grab us all some pesetos. They only had Passiones. The guys didn't care. One of the guys said, a soft drink's a soft drink. How do you reach that level of acceptance and zen? We're driving along, we're hooning down Cleveland. We're setting records on Cleveland. These guys started cracking jokes. Really rude, highly offensive, totally inappropriate, blokey, bawdy stuff. You know what I mean? The kind of stuff where I thought, oh, whoa, you're not allowed to say that anymore. I couldn't help myself. I was screaming with laughter. I said, if this is toxic masculinity, poison me to death. I'll die now. Take me now. Take me now, Anubis. Take me now, Anubis, you jackal-headed bastard. You slobbering lord of the netherworld, I am ready. The new place isn't really working out. It's my fault. I ate a crusket on my bed. Who knew the humble crusket could generate so much debris? I've eaten a muffin on my bed. That was fine. A muffin, that's a soft crumb. That's a soft crumb. That increases the value of the mattress. A crusket, that's a hard crumb. That is a shard. That's 1,000 daggers. I am lying in a savoury Chernobyl. You think you found the last bit of Crusket? There's always more Crusket. We will never reach Crusket zero. You will never sleep again. Nobody told me this stuff. No one sat me down and said, listen, never eat a Crusket on your bed. I didn't get an education. The system failed me. All I got was vague advice. Be yourself. I'm a wretch. Never give up. Please. Follow your dreams. They're illegal. I wish someone told me not to see the seal show at the Taronga Zoo. You wasted your time with this? Anyone seen the seal? There's big signs for it everywhere. Seal show this way. It's in a custom-built arena. 1,000 seats, 3 shows a day. I gotta tell you, it's nothing special. This seal show, the seals do a few good tricks. A lot of the stuff I could do, seriously. I could. The seals, they stink. They smell like wet clothes. The seal show is very informative. I would say, too informative. They say these seals don't have external ear flaps, and that's why it looks like they do not have ears. Yeah, that's great. How about you save that for the pamphlet? Don't put that in the fucking show. You built an arena for factoids? And then it gets really depressing really fast. Oh, by the way, all the seals are dying. We've got to save the seals. They're suffocating. They keep mistaking plastic bags for jellyfish. To be fair, we've all made that mistake. Oh my God, there's 5 loose jellyfish in the pantry. I was in the park, I saw this guy walking his dog. He made the jellyfish eat its shit. I hate the seal show. I've been banned from the seal show. Yeah, I've been banned. I kept going back, trying to sabotage the seals, shining my laser pointer into their eyes. Only 2 people have ever been banned from the seal show. Me and a woman called Francesca Martinez. And that was me as well. Wearing an elaborate disguise, doing a pretty iffy Portuguese accent. I want to be seeing him. I want to be seeing the seal. I lived in England for a spell last year. What a country. I love the royal family. I adore the royals. You know I'm actually in line? Not for the throne, but they said next time there's a royal baby, I can eat the placenta. Imagine the protein in a royal placenta. Gobble it up, eat it up, play for the Raiders. Get strong. Get really strong. That guy's strong.
I've been trying to be a better person lately. Like the other day, I gave up my seat on the bus for an elderly woman, but then she crashed the bus and got me fired. Let's see. The other day, I showed one of my friends how to smoke weed out of an apple, and he actually got mad at me for ruining his computer. I'm gonna kill that guy tonight. No, I mean like with jokes. I'm not gonna like follow him home. I don't know why I'm not the only one that had that thought. See, my son went out for a pack of candy cigarettes and never came back. That's kind of how this is gonna be. I finally got my first hand job. I'm a sign language interpreter. I start on Monday. Did get jerked off for the first time though. I bet the worst part about being a NASCAR driver is just knowing if you'd driven straight the whole time, you'd be 500 miles away from Daytona, Florida. Everybody hates Florida. That's cool. It's a shitty place. I feel bad for kids today in school not learning how to read or write in cursive because they're going to have no idea what people's face tattoos say. Just Googling, what was this guy's forehead tattoo? Did you guys know that being colorblind is the easiest way to get your ass kicked during karate class? The other day, my grandpa was like, kids today are too soft. And I was like, why are you touching their skin? I asked my vegan friend if he was going to finally marry his girlfriend, and he was like, why buy the almonds when you get the milk for free? That joke is called Vegan Fuckboy. Let's see. Teach a man to fish, he eats for a day. Teach a fish to eat a man, and SeaWorld is closed for a day. I just found out the other day that my cousin died 5 years ago falling off a Ferris wheel, and nobody ever told me. I don't know which one of us is more out of the loop. See, like a couple years ago, me and my wife were hanging out with my sister-in-law who was pregnant at the time, and my wife was feeling her belly, and she was like, oh my God, it's going to be a soccer player. And I was like, what is it, rolling around in there faking an injury? All right. I rear-ended a guy a couple months ago who had truck nuts on his car, and he got really mad at me when I asked him to honk his horn to see if it was in a higher pitch now. I want to create a line of truck nuts specifically for older cars, and you'll know that they're for older cars because the nuts will be dragging on the ground. All right. It's fucking stupid. It's fine. Let's see. I actually feel bad for Joe Biden. Like, if I had to learn who Mitch McConnell is every single day. Sounds like my own personal nightmare. Let's see. RFK Jr. is running for president. Like, that guy is really tempting fate. If the CIA gets one more Kennedy, they get a free sandwich. That one is true. Got into a fender bender the other morning. I crashed my car into a Guitar Center. I held my name. That guy rules. I held my neighbor jump his car this morning. There was about 5 of us, and we beat the shit out of it. All right, let's fucking do this. I'm writing a movie called Mamma Mia. It's about mothers that go missing in action during war. When I was a kid, my dad caught me smoking a brisket. I can't even tell the joke. When I was a kid, my dad caught me smoking a brisket. So then he made me smoke a whole pack of briskets. And now I own a successful barbecue restaurant. Thanks, Dad. All right. I love mowing my yard. Makes my house look so fucking huge, bro. I bet when Oscar Mayer is like, my baloney has a first name, vegans are like, yeah, man, that's what we're fucking saying. Trying to get more political in my life. Please sign my White House petition to rename non-binary bathrooms to Elton John's. I want to open up a gay bar with glory holes in the bathrooms called Anonymous Tips. Autism. Let's go. That's all right. Let's see. The other day I found out that you're a douchebag if you bring an acoustic guitar to a party, especially a search party. Let's find Melissa. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I was at Home Depot the other day and I saw this shit called waterproof glue and I was like, fuck, they got the seahorses too? All right. I had to piss like a racehorse earlier today. Which is not easy, walking up to a urinal with a small man strapped to your back. Let's see. Did you guys know that Chick-fil-A is actually open on Sundays if you have a brick? See, Shake Shack is a great name for a burger restaurant, but a horrible name for a daycare. Ironically, if you hit a Sonic employee with your car, a bunch of coins go flying. It's a video game joke. Here's a rap joke. I don't call it a diabetic coma, I call it a Suge Knight. All right, you guys are cool. See, I only go to Taco Bell when I'm drunk. It's the only way I can stand working there at this point.
Been dumb, dude. There's so much dumb out there, man. We're in a new pandemic right now. It's a stupidity pandemic, okay? There's a whole lot of dumb out there, all right? It's real easy to be dumb. That's why. You ever tried it? It's fun. It's kind of fun. You're right about everything. It doesn't matter. Someone disagrees with you, you call them one of the phobics or like an ist of some sort. You know what I mean? And you're good to go. You know? What's your name, dude? Adam? Fascist Adam. Good luck going back to work on Monday, okay? You're done. There's so much dumb in this country. There's a lot of smart in this country, clearly, but there's a lot of dumb too. Like sometimes I feel like half of this country is running around like, oh, tap water's gonna turn us all gay. And then the other half of the country is like, well, maybe we should all be gay. And it's just a nightmare that I'm trapped in between. It's insane. And it's dangerous, it's contagious, dude. The dumb is contagious, it's contagious. You don't want to catch that stupid 19, dude. You don't want to catch it, dude. Because if you catch the dumb, if you get too dumb, you only have two possible outcomes. If you get too dumb, you either die from stupidity or you become president. That's it. That's it. Those are your two options. Y'all don't even know what president I'm talking about. That's crazy. You don't know. Am I talking about the old white guy or the older, whiter guy? You don't know. It's crazy. We're in a stupidity pandemic. I'll give you a couple examples, right? So I have a buddy of mine that I grew up with. Politically, we're a little bit different. Like, politically, he's very far left, and when it comes to politics, I'm non-binary. So but he believes in like crazy shit, right? Like he thinks the news is always telling the truth, and like Joe Biden is still alive, like crazy shit, you know? Okay. All right. Well, now that's too much. All right, relax. This is a comedy show, not a rally, okay? We're here to laugh, not start a movement. You know what I mean? We're at a house party recently, and he comes up to me, and he says this, word for word. This is how dumb things have gotten. He comes up to me, and he's like, bro, honestly, dude, at this point, dude, if you haven't gotten the vaccine yet, dude, get your ass out the country, dude. Swear to God, bro, it's the only thing you can do to take care of your body, bro. Can you name one other thing, dude? I bet you can't, dude. I bet you can't name one other thing, dude. I bet you can't name one other thing you do, dude. I bet you can't name one other thing you can do to take care of your health, dude. Damn right, bro, because the only thing that you can do to take care of your health is to get the vaccine, dude. So which one did you get? Like, yo, relax. I'll give you another example of stupidity. The Washington Redskins changed their team name, right? They were the Redskins a couple years ago. They wanted to change the team name because it was cultural appropriation and offensive to a certain group of people, right? And I saw that, and I was like, cool, change it. Why would I care? I got hobbies, okay? You know what I mean? Somebody's upset, change your team name. Make it something cooler. You know what I mean? Did you see what they changed it to? The Washington Commanders, okay? So not the Redskins that got pillaged and murdered. They changed it to all the white motherfuckers that did the pillaging and murdering, dude. That's crazy. They might as well change it to the Washington Christopher Columbus's. That's nuts. That's like the LA Lakers changing their team name to the LA LAPDs, okay? And making the new logo a freeway sign with two police batons in the middle. It's like every year there's some new dumbness that we gotta deal with, you know? But if you stay conscious about it, you can avoid it. That's the whole thing. You gotta be conscious about the dumb so you can avoid it, you know? I try to elevate my consciousness every year. I just celebrated a birthday recently. Was anybody else here born? Sir, you might have been hatched. We don't know. I'm hitting a spot in my life now where I can tell how old I am, like not even by the years though. Like the age doesn't matter. I can tell how old I am by the types of injuries I get when I wake up in the morning. You know what I mean? You got into that spot yet? I woke up a couple of weeks ago. I was sitting on the edge of my bed, right? First thing in the morning. I'm sitting right here, edge of my bed. I look left. I pulled my neck, right there. You ever hurt yourself looking in a direction? It'll make you question ever looking that way again, ever. Because for like a week after that, anytime someone would say, hey, Brent, I'd be like, what's up, dude? What's good, dog? We going out? Where do you want to go? This way, probably, right? It's pain. Can't party the same anymore. We got to party consciously, too. As we grow, we got to party consciously. No more popping pills, dude. Can't be doing that, dude. I used to pop pills, dude. Flintstones vitamins. You remember those? Molly for children? Do you remember? When I was 7 years old, I ate an entire bottle of Flintstones vitamins. Whole bottle to the dome, okay? Do you understand? I had 80,000 milligrams of vitamin B coursing through my 7-year-old veins was doing algebra on an Etch-a-Sketch. Tripping out to Lisa Frank folders like... It's crazy. A whole bottle of Barney Rubbles to the face. I didn't get heartburn. I didn't even get a hangover, okay? That was back then. Now, I can't eat dairy after sunset. Do you understand? I'm like a human gremlin, okay? Can't party the same way you used to, you know what I mean? You hit a certain time of your life, and if you don't drink a full glass of water before bed on a weekend night, you might go poop right for like 3 days, dude. I don't want that for you, dude. I want you to have strong, healthy poos, dude. You know what I mean? How many times you poop today, bro? 2? Gotta get those numbers up, dog. Less elk meat, more spinach, dude. Or maybe it's the opposite. I don't remember, but I want you to have big poos, dude. We don't talk about that in this country enough, dude. I want you to be, we should all be having big, strong, healthy poos. I want to vibrate that into your life, dude. Big old ones, dude. They come out looking like The Rock. I want you to have a big one. I want you to have a big one. It's so big, you get up off the toilet, you got better footwork now, you know? I want that for you, okay? I want you to have a big, giant one. This is almost over, ma'am. I want you to have a big one. It's so big that it leaves a little mark on the toilet bowl to let all the other ones know that it was there first, okay? I want that for you. Also, did you know when that happens and a guy comes in to use the bathroom, we'll pee right on that little mark, dude? To try to dissolve it? It's like a fun little game for us, dude. Look at the guys in this room right now, dude. Yes, be proud of that, dude. That's for us, dude. That's for us. That's for the boys, dude. That's for us. Ladies, you can't have that. You can't be a part of it. You can't. Like physically, you cannot. You would require a funnel or some tools. Like a dental mirror of sorts. Gotta party consciously now, you know? I remember partying with girls was the most fun. Because when you go out with a group of girls, it's like watching an episode of Planet Earth in real life, okay? You don't know what's gonna happen. There's always a lizard, okay? You just don't know. And every group of girls has that one friend that's like the leader of the group, right? Her name is always Katie or Ashley with an E-I-G-H. There's always a leader of the group. You can tell who this girl is at the beginning of the night, right? When the car pulls up out front, she'll go to the front of the line. Like, hi, are you the Uber? Fucking ew. Hi. How many seats do you have? 4? Okay, we have 19 people! And we're just gonna sit in laps and use one seatbelt because it's the law. It's fine. It's fine, you know, it's fine. Rachel, bring the Tito's. He doesn't fucking care. Same girl at the bars a couple hours later, hunched over a stool, like, where's my phone? Oh, I fucking hate Brendan. I hate him. He's got a weird dick. It's weird. It's shaped like a boomerang. I want fries. I want fries with ranch. Dude, you ever seen a girl need ranch? You ever seen a girl eat ranch after midnight? It's like watching a Dementor suck out a soul. So when I go out now on a weekend night, I bring a little to-go cup of ranch with me, dude. I keep that thing on me, dude. I stay strapped. I keep that valley hidden, dude. Just in case I see one of these Katie's or Ashley's sitting on the curb at 3 a.m., makeup streaming down her face, phone popping out of her titty. I don't know how y'all do that either. Ladies, defies all laws of physics. Okay? I can just go up to her and be like, hey, shh, it's okay. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. Take a breath. Give her that ranch blessing, dude. It's more fun when you go out with girls. When you go out with dudes, there's too much aggression, you know what I mean? There's too much, you know? You ever seen dudes going out in a pack of dudes wearing the same flannel shirt and trucker hat, just like, oh, Joe Rogan, bone marrow. And there's always one dude in that group who's like looking for a fight the whole night. He's just waiting to make eye contact with another dude. That's the signal. As soon as one dude makes eye contact with another dude, he starts questioning his own sexuality. He gets all angry. My favorite thing to see are two dudes almost get into a fight. Because outside of a bar, if you see two dudes almost getting into a fight because they just made eye contact, they start moving further and further away from each other, just still talking trash, you know? Like, they'll just bump into each other like, yo, what's up, dude? I'm right here, bro. What's good, bro? What are you looking at, dude? Yeah, right. I'm right here, bro. What, bro? I'm still here, dude. Fuck you, dude. Yeah, right here, bro. Fuck you, dude. What's up, dude? I'm right fucking here, dude. What, dude? I'm fucking up here, dude. What's up, dude? Damn white looking ass bitch. Yeah, bro. You too, dude, with your same ass hats, dude. Figure it out, dude. Fuck, dude. I'll stay right here, too, bro. Come at me, dude. You too, bro. Fuck